she don't hold the phone.
Well, welcome to the E-Cafe. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Kay Elizabeth Green, author of the book Building Spiritual Muscle. And as an intuitive channel, it is my joy, it is my pleasure to work with all of you highly sensitive, natural born leaders, which I refer to as Indigos. Live your best life possible. And it is my joy to help you remember how powerful you are, recognize your gifts, and learn to trust your inner guidance. Welcome. Today, we are doing one of my favorite segments, which is Book Nook. It's time. And the book that we are reviewing today is Who Moved My Cheese by Spencer Johnson. One of the things that I loved about being able to stop at my favorite coffee shop, at my favorite bookstore, was to run into books that really helped me to deal with what was going on in my life. And one of those books that I love is Who Who Moved My Cheese by Spencer Johnson. Now, this is a book that I have used for quite some time when I was doing corporate work and going in and helping organizations to really help their people learn how to deal with change. And, because one thing that we can definitely count on is change. And especially at this particular time, how do you deal with change? And I feel that this book can help assist you in dealing with change. Now, the book itself is a simple fable that reveals profound truths about change. It's an amusing and enlightening story of four characters who live in a maze and look for cheese to nourish them and make them happy. One of the characters is Sniff, who sniffs out change easily. Another one is Scurry, who scurries into action. Another character is Him, who denies and resists change as he fears it will lead to something worse. And then the last one is Hall, who learns to adapt in time when he sees change can lead to something better. And cheese is a metaphor for what you want to have in life, whether it's a good job, a loving relationship, money, possessions, health, spiritual peace of mind. We all have cheese that we want. And the maze is where you look for what you want. Either it's the organization you're in, or family or community you live in. In the story, the characters are faced with unexpected change. Do you see why I think that this is an excellent book for right now? Because all of us have been affected by unexpected change. Eventually, one of them deals with it successfully and writes what he learns from his experiences on the maze wall. When you come to see the handwriting on the wall, you can discover for yourself how to deal with change so that you can enjoy less stress, more success, and however you define success in your work and in your life. This book will take you exactly an hour, and that's if you're a slow reader, to read it. But it has some profound truths that we're going to go through in just a minute. Now, the book was so good that they adapted it to a children's book. And our kids are going through change also. And this, even though this is a picture book, a children's book, I used it with my managers because sometimes you have to break it down for them so that they can see and really help them to think about, who am I? Am I Sniff, Scurry, Him, or Haw? And the handwriting on the wall is, the first one is, having cheese makes you happy. You know, having that we want really does make you happy. And when somebody moves the cheese, that is when we get upset. But what they say is, and understand, if you've read the book, the adult book, the handwriting on the wall is a little bit different than the handwriting on the wall for the children. And the what I am going to use is the handwriting on the wall for the children because I think it has points that we as adults need to look at. So what would you do if you weren't afraid? Because you were moving into 8th grade for the kids. And that's a scary thing because you've never been there. When you stop being afraid, you feel good. And with the things that are going on, the stay-at-home orders, the keep your physical distancing opposed to social distancing, um, it begins to feel good. You begin to let go of the old. And the sooner you let go of the old cheese, the sooner you will find the new cheese. Folks, we have to admit that we are not going back to normal. Things have changed and we need to adapt to the change. And the sooner you let go of the what was normal before, the sooner you will find what is normal now, or the new cheese. What will help you with that is imagining your new cheese. You know, what do you picture this new opportunity you have to move into something new? And then you want to make sure that you're always smelling the cheese often so you know when it's getting old. Too often we are holding on, holding on. Oh no, oh no, oh no! I can't change this job. I've had this job for I don't know how long. What am I going to do? But folks, recognize all of your gifts that you have, all of those things that you have actually wanted to do. You have the opportunity to explore it. And so you want to go ahead and move to the new cheese and enjoy it. And stop focusing on what you had in the past. The past is the past. We are moving into a whole new future. So I encourage you to move with the cheese. And this book can really help you take a lighter look at, hey, change happens all the time. Now, I admit that the change that has happened to us recently is more than even I could anticipate. But hey, it's time to move again. It's time to imagine what we really would like and what really gives us nourishment and what we want to move into. So that is my recommendation of a book that might assist you in moving forward, a book that will assist you in as you are adapting and smelling the change and anticipating the change, to move through it and enjoy it. So, for those of you who don't know, I'm Kay Elizabeth Green. I love working with all of you highly sensitive people. And if you want to either recognize your power, enhance your ability to hear your inner guidance, which is your Geiger counter, your GPS system that will let you sniff out and move to the new cheese. um, I encourage you to get in touch. And if you're wondering if you are an indigo yourself, and well, maybe that's me, uh, go ahead. In the description, I've put a link to my little short ebook, which is called Blessing or Cursed, um, to help you recognize that many of your abilities that you may have thought that you were cursed are really blessings. And this is the perfect time for you to remember those gifts and to enhance it so that you can move with the change. I hope that this uh, video helps, this message helps you. And let me know in the comments. I'd love to know if you've read the book, if you have, and if so, uh, what you felt about the book, let me know. And if you feel that others could benefit from it, please do share the message. So, with that, I say, may light, love, and plenty of laughter. It's the small things that you laugh at, um, will help to move you forward and accompany you on your journey. And until next time, I am Elizabeth. May you have a blessed one.